Awesome. Good morning. It's absolutely a pleasure for me to have you here and invite to have you had at the Social Enterprise Summit. This is something very interesting that we are doing this year. In fact, this is the second cohort of a very interesting thought that we had about 3 years back. When we said that we have to understand social enterprise as well, we have to understand how society can actually be helped through meaningful, what I call private sector action. And that is how this whole thing started. And this is where we have a very interesting day that has been put across. We have Raj Sisodia, who is one of the foremost thinkers in the world, who's going to give the keynote on conscious capitalism. I'm sure a lot of you would have read his book. So this man does not really need any introduction except being said that he's the person who's effectively coined this term, who's single-handedly taken the very thought around this idea to the world, to the community, to the corporate world. And if you really look at the kind of companies who are imbibing the principles that he has actually talked about, is absolutely stupendous. So he's amongst the league of some most amazing professional people and thinkers that I've actually personally known. I've just known him for about 6 weeks or 7 weeks. But I think it's been one of the most interesting conversations that we've had. I met him in New York just about a few weeks back. Of course, like you can say there is a correlation there that I broke my leg immediately after I met him. So there is something wrong somewhere, but that's where it is. But beyond this, we have Jordan, who is an epitome of a very interesting enterprise called Vision Spring, wherein he actually imbibed these principles of conscious capitalism, of social enterprise, and created a solution for a suffering, if you might say, or a problem that actually has an impact on close to about 400 million people in India. That is about wearing eyeglasses and things. So about 200 million of them don't even know that they have a problem if I get my numbers right. So Jordan has single-handedly looked at the solution. There are companies after companies who are following it, or following his example like SLR, if I might say. There are a few people who are trying to copy the solution that he's given, but I think it's a great, honor for his model, the way it is. After this, we are going to have a very interesting set of panel discussions, but we'll let the flow happen. Thanks a lot for joining us once again. Without further ado, Raj, can I invite you to give your keynote address, please? And thanks a lot for joining us.